Hello, Leo, and welcome to Flourishing Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm called to do this series of readings where we'll go a little bit deeper than what I did for your monthly zodiac sign reading. Also, I'm guided to make this timeless. So whenever you feel drawn to this reading, there could be a message in here for you. With that said, let's just jump right in. We're going to get some astro cards. And this is a reading centered around what your spirit guides want to tell you, what they're trying to tell you. Sometimes we are distracted and we can't hear what our spirit guides are trying to tell us or where they're trying to guide us. So this is for some type of additional clarity or validation, perhaps. And let's just see what the messages are. There's no particular theme here. We're just going to free flow and channel. So it should be exciting to see what messages are available to you, Leo. What messages do you have to share with Leo whenever they feel guided to watch this reading? Okay, a couple cards flipped over. We have Aquarius, we have Trine, and we have House 5. So let me get a feel for what these cards are trying to say here. So my beautiful Leos, I'm seeing here, I'm drawn to the House 5 card first. And I'm getting you have a real knack for creativity. You have a real knack for using your artistic abilities for some greater good. Now, some of you could be in tune with this, or some of you could be out of touch. So this could be in resonance, or it could be like new information coming in. And I'm seeing there's something you have to offer the world. You know, Aquarius to me is the collective energy. It's our networks, and I'm seeing that you have a lot to offer a large group of people or a humanity itself. You know, you have that type of impact, or you would have that type of impact, especially with the Trine card. So some of you Leos are in the process of figuring out your life purpose. Where do you stand in this world? What are you meant to do? How are you meant to show up? I'm hearing those types of questions coming in for this group of Leos. And some of you are wondering, what is your purpose? Like, why am I even here? What am I meant to do? Asking these bigger, broader questions. And I think that's a good time. It's a really good time to do that with this Trine card here, because you are receiving angelic support and harmony. There's going to be flow moving forward. There's going to be symbolisms all around you that point you in a direction. I'm seeing neon signs, and I'm seeing these beautiful road signs that we traditionally see in like inspiring photos, for example, or in the movies. And I'm seeing something very, very blatant show up as a sign or a symbol of what you are meant to do. And it has a lot to do with your gifts. Some of you feel like you have no gifts, or because something comes naturally to you, you don't think that it is a gift. Some of you Leos feel like you have to really work hard in order to prove yourself. But with this Trine energy, actually you are meant to just allow those gifts to flow out through you. It's almost like to you and through you. The source is inspiration itself that flows to you and through you, and share it. There's something here, I'm connecting to a group of Leos who feel like they have to really push hard. They have to really show up and prove to this group, or prove to the boss, or prove to the clients, or just prove to people around them how good you are. But the cards are saying you are already good. You are already great. You are good enough. All you have to do is do your work. As you let go of needing to prove how talented you are, you can actually just get to working and maybe even change lives. There's a kind of humanitarian energy, a philanthropic energy here as well. So Some of you may not know how that relates, or it's not connected yet on your path, but it will. Definitely it's going to connect at some point with this trine. There will be a connect. You will understand how to use your creative gifts confidently in a way that it helps others. Maybe feel inspired or grow, or just feel supported in a type of way. So let's keep going, Leo. Let's unfold this Aquarius card, or if there's any additional messages from your spirit guides. We have support. Okay, so beautiful harmony here. I just want to show you the trine energy. So angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. You have the support from the universe to take your gift to the next level. And when I mean next level, I mean bring it to a stage, bring it to an audience, bring it to a group, bring it to a business, bring it to a platform, bring it to an industry, bring it to a corporation, however you want to look at this. There's something you are meant to do and bring it outward. You have something within you that is meant to be shared. And I'm seeing with the trine, and I'm seeing with these perfect angles that you are supported, and something is going to click very soon of what you are meant to do and how you are meant to bring this forward and to whom. You might come across the right people, investors, Patreons, angel investors. Okay, you could be an angel investor, and that's how you touch and support other people's lives and dreams as well. I'm seeing that, or I'm seeing that in your future when you become major or big or successful in your industry. You can then maybe be an angel investor and help support somebody else's goals with the Aquarius card. Like I was saying earlier, Aquarius is the collective, so you have the full support of the collective, or you will. And you need to trust that. Now, as long as you're showing up originally, okay, not trying to prove yourself or be something else in order to like appease this group, because what Aquarius likes the most is our originality, how, our original take on things, our original label or stamp or branding. And so you are meant to bring your original take on things. You're not meant to be like everybody else. You could be in an industry that is packed and full of people offering similar offerings or products or services. But you are meant, your take on it, your branding, your way of delivery is what stands out, or is what is meant to stand out. So when you're going along this path, if you have a brilliant idea that you want to take forward, don't think like you have to be like the next door neighbor or the person who made it in this industry. Follow the beat of your own drum is what I'm hearing. You have the full support, or you will have the full support of the collective, or the people or the clientele that you are trying to reach, or you will be trying to reach very soon. Let's open up this trine. Let's open up the trine card here for I was going to say Aquarius, but for Leo. I'm getting very excited. Now, for whatever reason, I'm meant to look at this card, and no surprise, look at that. It's signs. See, a bunch fell here and it wasn't really called to them. So the signs card really stood out to me, and I'm going to take it. And as you can see, this makes sense. Angelic support, harmony, and signs. You are going to see signs from the universe. And it's funny, before I filmed your reading, I was saying how I was getting this download, how Leos, you may find that in your natural environment, like just as you look out the window, you happen to see bunny rabbits or a cardinal, or some type of unique lucky symbolism. So I am seeing bunny rabbits the strongest. I'm seeing some type of bird coming in, and these are signs that you are on the right path, or these are signs of like when you're feeling these inklings to move on a project or come forward or bring something forward. These signs are going to give you encouragement and hope. okay, or this feeling like you're on the right path. It's kind of like an internal, intuitive, very instinctual feeling and connection that you have to maybe nature for some of the Leos that I'm connecting to. Obviously not everybody, but for many of you, yes. Now, as I said that, I'm looking at the bottom of the deck and there's divine timing. So I see with this trine, and for whatever reason this looks like a clock to me, although it's not a clock, but I'm seeing the hands of a clock, and I'm seeing how your life is exactly as it's supposed to be. Some of you Leos could be late bloomers. Others of you are actually like early starters, like you're gonna reach high peaks of success early on. There's something eccentric about it, like either really young, or you could be a late bloomer. If for others, if that doesn't resonate, I'm seeing and I'm hearing you're right on time. You're right on time. This is perfect. You don't need to change a thing. Okay, don't wish that you would have a long time ago. If you're called to do something now, it's a reason. Okay, we can't go into the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because that's not appropriate for your path. If something comes up as a sign or this inkling to do something now, it's because now is the right time for you and your path. Let's look at house 5. Your work could involve children as well. Children, or even sensuality. I don't know what that is, but I'm getting sensuality. I'm getting even some of you Leos could come up with a product that induces or produces sensualities or orgasms or something like that. I'm getting like sex toys or lingerie or something like that for some of you Leos. Obviously not everybody. So let's keep going. Let's open up the 5th house here. And we got nature. So that makes sense as to what I was saying earlier. Okay, give me one more card on this nature. How you're going to see signs and symbols in the nature, in your natural environment, just not even looking for it. Just you casually look out the window, there's a bunny rabbit, or you happen to go walk into the mailbox, there's like this special bird or something. Nothing that you have to really search for. Okay. We have celebration and emerging. So I see you emerging with your authentic self, or I see you emerging with what makes you happy and what makes you feel like life is good and it's worth living. I see this emerging out of you, this creative side, this playful side, this joyful side. You could have been out of touch with that for a while. With the house 5, it's really asking you to connect back to that and realize that our time here is limited, in the sense of no use over worrying or overthinking things, or entering, the naysayer mentality of how nothing worked out for you, so why would it ever? There's something new emerging, new information, new insights, new revelations, new ideas, and you're meant to maybe follow them without putting pressure on it, or even overthinking it or over worrying about it. You're supposed to relish in this moment. You're supposed to feel joy. There's something that will bring you joy, and you're going to just feel it very naturally, is what I'm getting. We're going to get more on this. So your reading isn't as deep as some of, the other signs. It's actually a real joy connecting to this energy. Let's get an animal spirit. Any more spirit messages that you have for Leo? You have mouse. Taurus got mouse, but look who else is here. There's a rabbit. I keep seeing rabbits. I keep seeing like a rabbit's foot and as a sign and a symbolism of luck on your way. The mouse is a collective energy. And I want to say, for you, the channeled messages for the mouse card is how the collective and the collective is literally going to eat you up. And I know that sounds funny and it's kind of strange, but I mean what they're going to eat up your product line, or they're going to eat up your presence. If you decide you want to put yourself out on social media, you have a star quality. You have a star quality that people will be attracted to with this rabbit. I feel like this is you, and the mouse is the collective. The mouse is the energy, like let's say you're putting yourself on the internet. I feel like they're going to be drawn to you. People are going to be drawn to you. You are kind of seen as a lucky symbol or a lucky star, or you have this ability to kind of bring that out in other people, like open their eyes on how their lives could be. There's something inspirational about you, and something even angelic about your energy and your presence. And I feel like you have a lot to offer. So if you're already putting yourself out there, I could see an increase coming in divine timing. And as I said that, did you hear that loud noise coming from outside? Yes, there's going to be like a roaring applause or something grand like that. Maybe there's going to be a huge increase in your audience or views or something. You could have a video that goes viral and it really starts your career, or you feel like, this is why I've been putting in all the work. Okay, there's something like that could really take off at this time is the main message. And pay attention to the bunny rabbits. You may see them in movies, books, you may hear about it, talk about it, you may witness rabbits. That's a sign of good luck coming your way. Okay, strong message there. So let's keep going. I apologize for the noise outside. Any more messages for Leo? Okay, I saw the 5 of Pentacles. Let me ground this energy. So you could feel like this is a time period where you're not enough, or you're not doing enough, or what you are offering is not producing enough results. You could feel like the amount of energy you're putting into something is not paying off. So let's get more on that. Let's see if there's going to be this support coming in. Open up this support card alongside Aquarius. We have, wow, the Knight of Pentacles. So that's a bit of a change from the 5 of Pentacles. I'm seeing the support coming in. Initially, it is slow. So I sense that's why some of you are maybe doubting your talents, doubting your gifts, doubting if you should even continue, if you've already put yourself out there, created a brand or product line or something like that. With the Knight of Pentacles, the support is there though. So look for the signs of support. It doesn't have to come all at once all the time. You don't have to go viral in order to be successful. We did see viral as a theme or something that could come up in your future, but don't look to that as your source of validation. The validation has to come in from maybe everyday feedback or how you feel about what you're putting out there. Okay, do you feel confident about that? Confidence is a must right now. You have to know your worth, and you have to know your value. And you have to know that in time, with the Knight of Pentacles, you're going to be building towards something big. Okay, this shows us that you're in the process. We haven't yet reached the king or queen or emperor or empress, and that's okay. You're in the process of building something. And building something worthwhile does take time. And sometimes it's more meaningful that way, and as opposed to like a windfall of abundance or success, where sometimes some people don't know how to handle that. Okay, and it could cause other types of issues that come up after that. So you're actively building towards something, and this is good news. This is I'm getting you're on the right track here. You're on the right track. So let's look at the support, the signs, the trine energy here for Leo. Any additional messages you have for Leo? Anything you want to share with Leo about the signs and support and angelic guidance that may come in. You have, wow, the Lovers, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. So even through dreaming, through telepathy, through divine inspiration that I was saying earlier that flows to you and through you, you feel like, oh wow, that's an amazing idea, and it just comes fast. That's inspiration, that's source, that's a sign. Or all of a sudden you can feel like you're in a good mood. That's inspiration and source working through you. With the Four of Swords, this is sleeping, this is rest, this is recovering. So you could find that you're taking downtime, or you're purposefully maybe even retreating from a project, and just so you can get more downloads or more a deeper awareness or more ideas. You want to process something. There's something that you want to process, or you're taking your time, you're being mindful, you don't want to rush something. And that's a good thing here, because as you do this randomly, or nothing is quite random, but suddenly the right ideas, or you meet the right people, or the right support system, or like I was saying, for some Leos, you even get angel investors, or a Patreon, someone who supports your dream or your vision. I'm noticing in this Eight of Wands, and it's the first time that I've noticed this, are the butterflies. So more of that validation of the signs and symbolisms in your environment that are actually saying, you're in a good place. Rest assured, Leo, you're in a good place. Even if some things are working slower than you'd like, or you're not building the momentum you'd like all at once, right? You're exactly where you need to be. And I do feel with the Lovers and the Eight of Wands that there could be this peak moment of success that does come on and creep on very suddenly, out of nowhere, out of the blue, but you've been putting in the work and the effort, and then from that Knight of Pentacles you become the King. So very interesting. Let's look at the House 5, Nature, Celebration, Emerging. Let me just take a peek look. Yeah, so keep working. Eight of Pentacles. Strive towards building some type of good work ethic as opposed to perfectionism. Just get in the zone. Shake out your nerves or something. The more you practice at something, or the more you put yourself out there, the less nervous you'll get, or the more confident you'll start feeling. Okay, let's see what else for Leo. We got Three of Pentacles. I'm seeing the support. And for whatever reason, I'm seeing some type of investor coming in that will come and support you. Obviously, that's not going to be for every Leo. Not all of us are, have that where somebody just comes in and says, I believe in your dreams, and here's some money, or here's some of this or that you need at this precise moment. No. For others of you, Leo, this is going to be some type of acknowledgement or some type of pay. There could be a payout or some type of abundance that starts flowing to you as a result of you following your dreams and actively working on a craft. So I'm seeing, like I was saying earlier, you have a gift, you have a talent, and this is the season of your life where you put that talent to work. You don't let it just sit on a shelf somewhere and just view it as a trophy and oh, that's a nice gift, but it's inactive. You're not using it. There's something about using your talent, and don't be afraid of being humble. So this is maybe where it gets a little deeper here. I'm getting humbleness. You are incredibly gifted. You know this. The people around you know this, and they know this. And I feel like I don't want to say karma, because someone can take that the wrong way. Let's use dharma. Your dharma or your purpose in this lifetime is to work on your humbleness. You are extraordinary. You wear the crown. We already know this. But a part of your destiny or a part of your purpose is to humbly do something with that talent. Humbly work at it. As a result, you know, when you humbly work at something is when you actually gain the most, or is when you gain the momentum or the success you've been seeking all along. It's in your most humblest moments, if that makes sense, is when you achieve the greatest roar or excitement or praise. Your work is noteworthy. It stands out. You have like the right people that are watching you or seeing how you perform. There could be promotions on the horizon. There could be people who want to hire you out from another company, give you a raise. It's not when you're like expecting it. It's when you're humbly just doing what you're good at is when this starts to happen, okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, Leo, let's pull some more cards here for you. I see inner power. By your own command, you brought yourself here. At this moment in life, you have nothing to fear. So isn't that interesting how that came up? This card also came, change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So there's something about maybe that's what's emerging here, or you reach a pinnacle of success, or that's where you're headed. Inner power is like not fearing some of the bigger changes that are on the horizon, or not fearing using your talents and fearing criticism or rejection or failure. It's not the time for that. There's a time and place for everything, but this is a time to put fears aside, put doubts aside, and just get to humbly working. I'm hearing. Just get to working and forget about the criticism, the naysayers. Those people are always going to be around to test us, to test our confidence, to test our commitment to things. The inner power to kind of maybe ignore or maybe use some of it as constructive criticism, for example. But I want to read this card one more time. It says, be your own command. You brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. So it's like I'm seeing you got all the way here. You made it through many challenges. You've made it all the way here. You've got to this point. This is not a time to maybe back down. This is a time to actually level up. And the way you level up, this is not an ego thing. This is a humbling thing. You may have to start from the bottom again and pursue something that you truly find is meaningful to you and your path. And that can be challenging. Maybe you're coming from a high position and you're now maybe starting from the bottom, or it feels that way. I'm actually seeing that as being very auspicious to you and your path right now. Okay, let me get one more card for Leo. Destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. There's something here that's destined for you. You know it, you can sense it, you can feel it. Maybe that's where this change is coming from. That's the emergence of your life calling, your life purpose is coming about. And it could feel strange. Maybe you're coming from corporate America and now you want to do work that is humanitarian, or it inspires others, or it's stepping out on your own, maybe from being an employee to now running a business, something like that. But it's humbling you in the process. It's good though. Maybe a door has closed recently that's been uncomfortable, that's been challenging. You're working through the challenge. There was a stalemate. Now there's going to be an opening with the Lovers, the Eight of Wands. Very good news. So this is a sign of good news coming towards Leo. I was drawn to this card and they said read it. So spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. I'm seeing going over, transitioning to a next level, And I think this is beautiful. This is divine timing. You're at the right place at the right time. You meet the right people at the right time. The only advice that's kind of like, you know, maybe difficult to hear is the notion of being humble. That's really about it. I'm going to leave it on this note. Leo, thank you so much for being here. I invite you to like, subscribe, comment your experiences, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.